So this is the first time for you to create the Django. So you need to make sure that Django library has been installed in PyCharm. The way to check it is to go to the setting. And in the setting, you can see the project and you can see the Python interpreter. Okay, so last time we have done this thing. Okay. So last time I already teach you how to add more packages. In that case, I need to include Django. Okay. So you can see in this Python interpreter, okay, you can see the plus. Okay. So the plus means you want to add more libraries. Okay. In this plus, you can add more libraries. So PyCharm can detect the libraries. So I will click and then you can search any library that you want to include in this PyCharm. So for example, I want to include the Django. So you can just type Django. Last time I already installed it. I already installed Django in my computer. So it becomes blue. So if it becomes blue, it means the Django already has been in my computer. Yeah, if you want to make sure, you can again install this package, because sometimes the version can be upgraded, and when you again reinstall it, it will install the new version. But when you do this one, of course, it takes some time. And then if you finish, okay, you can see in the bottom part, the package is installed successfully. Or you can also see here, it mentioned the package Django installed successfully. So if it is successfully installed, then you already have the library, Django library in your PyCharm. After that one, you can close. You can click OK. And now you can try to run your first Django. I hope that you can see the first Django already exists here, and then you can click this button, run first Django. You can use this function to run, or you can click run here. So there's the menu, run first Django. You can run from here. So, and then you can see the result. You can see that the PyCharm run this file manage.py, and then now it runs in your computer. It means the current computer that you have will be the server, and it will give you the port number 8000. This is the port number. So you can see here the environment about the Django version 1.4.1.7. And then when you start the development server, then this is the link. So if you click this link, then you will see this result. If you can see this result, then it means everything is okay in your PyCharm. So can you finish until this one? So I'm going to discuss how we can make the HTML in Django, and then some basic template in Django. So HTML in Django. The question is how you can add the HTML file in Django. So I'm going to use the very simple HTML tag for this one. So you already create the Django project. Okay, so you already have the first Django or any of the name, it is fine. Okay. You can create another one or you can create using the first Django project. So I explained to you, you can use the Python interpreter. Okay. If you use this new environment, so every time you create project, you will install the Python. So it is not convenient to use this one. If you use the PyCharm Professional, you can just use this one. So that's why I recommend you to use the PyCharm Professional to save the resources in your computer. And then this one, yeah, we will check what is the meaning by the templates today. When you create the first Django file, you will see some of these files. Okay. You can open the files. So the project name is the first Django, and then inside this project, it contains one folder. Okay. And this folder includes the main files of the Django project. We have the init.py. We call it, this is a constructor. So whenever you create an application in Django, there will be this file. So you don't need to worry. This file is the constructor to construct your application, and it will be blank. Okay. Next, settings. So this is a file to manage the configuration of Django. It means, yeah, we will do many things in this setting. So we will learn many of the settings part. URLs. URLs means a file to manage the URLing. Okay. URL means the uniform resource locator. It means whenever we have the link, okay, we need to manage it in this urls.py. We can use this urls.py. We can create another urls.py. wsgi.py. It is the web server gateway interface. So WSGI. It is to connect to other platform or server. I'm not sure if I can explain to you with this one. So let's say you want to connect to Amazon, the AWS, or you want to connect to Microsoft Azure. Then you need to set this one. Manage.py. So this is the file to run the Django environment. If you see on your Django, you will see like this one, manage.py run server. So it is the main file. If you look at the file manage.py, so this is the main method. I hope that you already know about Python. Okay, so I will not explain more Python. So this is the main method, and they will connect to the setting file. So they will check all the settings in your setting environment, and then yeah, they will run from those setting environment. Templates. The templates means the folder. You will see, yeah, there will be many files you can place in this template, like the HTML, CSS, JS files, and etc. And the external libraries. The external libraries means the Python interpreter. So you will see that now I'm using the Python 3.9. If you use another platform, maybe I don't know whether you are using the PyCharm, but if you are using Visual Studio Code, in the Visual Studio Code, you can also create Django. If you use another kind of GUI tool like Sublime, okay, you can also create Django. In that case, you need to connect to the external libraries. So here the external libraries has been installed in the Anaconda. So for the first time, okay, let's create a new file, and the file name is fuse.py. This is to add connection to the HTML file. So in the folder first Django, do right click on your mouse and then click new Python file and type fuse.py. Okay, let me show you one by one. In this folder, okay, you can see there are two folders. The first folder is the parent folder, and the second folder is like the files for the Django project. Okay, so I will go to the second one, and then you can right click and then you can find new. Okay. And there will be a lot of options. You can create it like the general file or new scratch file, directory, Python package. Okay. Now I'm going to create a new Python file. And let the name of the file is fuse.py. After you create it, then you will see there is a new file here, fuse.py. And oh, sorry, I cannot increase the size of this part. I hope it is okay for you. Okay, this is fuse.py. So you can make fuse.py. And after you have this file, let's copy and paste this. Okay, please copy and paste this code into the environment. So this is the simple HTML code. Okay, we use the P. I think you know already. P is the paragraph. And then I'm going to just show hello. And in order to do this part, I will make a function. Okay. I hope that you already understand the Python. So this is the function in Python, and the function name is index. And whenever we have the request, so if someone from the client or from outside, they want to connect, so they will give requests. Once they request, then we will show this one. This will show in the form of HTTP response. Okay, so this is the way to show the HTML file. And after we set this view.py, so we need to check about the files that you want to place. Okay. In the early version of Django, yeah, I think you use the Django 4 point something. Okay. But yeah, I'm not sure if you are using the old version. If you use the old version, there might be some errors in settings.py. So let me show you. In the settings.py, you can open the files. So in this setting, there are so many setting information. As you can see here, there is a secret key. This secret key is unique for every computer. Okay? So my computer is different with your secret key. So whenever we create any kind of Django project, then it will create a new secret key. And if they want to access or they want to edit some part, they need to have this secret key. Okay. So I will skip that kind of details. So you can see in my computer, you can see in the line 57. In the line 57, there is a kind of statement about tiers. Tiers means directory. And they want to access on the base tier, it means the base directory. And they want to access the folder templates. The folder templates here, you can see there is the folder template. So later you will put all the HTML file in this folder. And before you run this one, you need to make sure that the base directory is correct. Okay. The base directory you can see here. The base directory is the path from the parent and the parent. Maybe it's not easy to understand this one. It is based on the path-lib. This is from the file from Python based on the library path. Just you know that this will go to your project, okay, and it will access to the templates. So as I mentioned to you, now the new version of Django, they will use this format using the slash. But the old version of Django, they require to have plus. So if you have the old Django, please put this format. So the folder templates will be the place for other relevant files. So the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, images. That's why we need to give the access to the setting. Now, we are going to update the urls.py. URLs is the Unified Resource Locators. It means we need to find out where is the link. The original code is like this one. So you can open the urls.py. As you can see here, you can open the import. So the first import is to set admin. Admin, yeah, we will check later. Maybe not today, but maybe next week or next week we will check what is the admin. And then the path. It means I'm going to set any path for this Django. So the first path is admin. So I can go here and then you can make /admin. Then it goes to the Django administrator. Okay. We will learn more about this admin. So I'm going to make not admin, but we can make something other things. So you can copy and paste this one. Okay. You can copy and paste. And then let's replace this. So in this code, I'm going to import all the things in the file fuse.py. So where is the fuse? If your mouse is in this statement, you can see that, okay, this is the file fuse.py. Fuse.py is the one that we just created. And I'm going to import anything. Okay. Dot means anything from the fuse.py. Now I'm creating a new URL. So I don't give anything. Okay. So the first is admin. I give admin because I need to go to the admin link. But if I don't give anything, let's run fuse.index. What is fuse.index? You can see here, this is the def index. Def index is the function index. You can press Control, okay, in your keyboard. You can press Control and then you can go to index. And when you click this one, you will see that it goes to the index function. And it will run the hello. Okay. So let's run. Here I can just delete and then I can run again. Now you can see it goes to the hello. Now let's say if I change the path, anything. Maybe I will put my name here, Bernardo. Then you can also have the link here. So if you press again, now it does not appear because you just change the URL to Bernardo. Okay. Then if you put this one, you put link, then you can see hello. So this is the link. Okay. You can change this path according to your information. Let's say I change this to puff, then this link will be error. And you need to make the link according to the name that you just created, which is hub. Then you will see hello. Okay. So this is the explanation. Yeah. The first is the dot. It means it imports the file fuse.py from the same folder. Now we have the same folder, so I just call the fuse.py. But if it is in the different folder, yeah, we need to write another statement for this one. And this one means it connects to the path on which the function index in file fuse.py. So we call the index method in the file fuse.py. Okay, I will stop here. Let's have a break. I will continue after the break.